But in this sort of digital AI world, it's hard to trust, right? Obviously you have a public profile, I have a public profile, so a lot of things are you can kind of find out or know whether it's true or not. If I'm lying, it's pretty easy to tell. But imagine you're hiring a new assistant, okay, and that new assistant tells you he went to this university. How do you know if it's true? You know, Imagine this assistant tells you, hey, he worked for this previous company. How do you know that's true, right? So what we're actually doing is saying, okay, you know what? We want to start with proving that you are a human being, and then move on to work with different sort of identity validators. Maybe it's a university, maybe it's different sort of companies, maybe it's a financial institution that might want to say, you know what, Joe has a perfect credit score. Or maybe it's a government that actually wants to say, Joe is above the age of 18. Right. Or the university saying that, you know what, he actually did graduate with a bachelor's there and did not flunk out of university. Right. So various things. But back to sort of the proof of humanity piece, one thing that we've realized pretty early on is that some of the solutions in the sort of Web3 space has previously looked at using social media profiles or different sort of ways to prove that you are a human being. We actually realize that as technology progresses, most of that is probably not going to work.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like,
You know,
that's at
it's
this
it's it's
stage, that's
you
over.
know it's not it's even look some of those some platforms or whatnot where you want to set up an online account and they want to KYC you, right? And that
Right.
KYC is saying, you know what, upload your passport, upload your proof of address, and do a face scan. All three of those things right now, it takes no time to create fake versions of,
Yeah.
right? And
It's
like
it's it's crazy.
maybe 6 to 12 months back, a couple years back, it's not impossible, but it's probably more effort than what it's worth to go do that. But now, super easy, right? So
Right.
so what we actually decided to do when it comes to sort of the proof of humanity piece is we're starting with biometrics. So we're rolling out, we will be rolling out very soon, a mobile app